It's coming down. It just hit the atmosphere.
Lock onto it. Don't lose it.
It's programmed in. Range room, lock onto a crash pattern off the starboard quarter. Satellite approaching quadrant 40 north 135.
Altitude 36,000, 35, 34, 33. Coming down at Mach 10.9er.
Can you identify it?
Negative. It's not one of ours. The nearest hardware is a Russian weather satellite. A malfunction may have kicked it out of orbit.
Altitude 8,000. Closing at Mach 1.
No shoots. It's going to sink.
Pinpoint position. Speed, touchdown, and angle of entry.
Tracking and range are locked on, sir.
We have a fix. Coordinates Delta Niner, King 17.
Here is U.S. Navy deep-water recovery vessel Pearl Harbor. Intersect authorized to conduct emergency operations. Use civilian research vessel Royce Explorer, San Diego.
All sections, 30 minutes to dive 0.
Urgent. All agents prevent Royce salvage team from recovering satellite Voyinya Pacifica at all costs. Red alert. Prevent recovery of satellite by Royce salvage team at all cost.
This is Leonard Driscoll, director of the Intersect Support Group. We're missing one of our men. Special Agent Sam Casey, assigned to the salvage dive.
Special Agent Casey is not on board.
Not on board.
Affirmative. The section chief checked him out at 14:30. He's flying air-sea rescue.
Air-sea rescue?
The helicopter off the stern.
We're on countdown. He's due in the bottom of the ocean in 30 minutes. What is he doing in that helicopter?
Sir, he's gone fishing.
Fishing?
Bacon, baby. Come on. Go for it. Come on, grab it. Grab it.
All right. I got you, man. I got you.
Get him, Sam. Reel him in. Lost him.
It's all right. I'll get you next time, big mouth.
That son of a gun bit through an 8-inch steel cable.
Your colleague is gonna put that chopper right in the water.
No way.
Sam, what do you think you're doing?
I'm just handling business. Can't let divers risk their lives in shark-infested waters, Leonard.
Will you get back here? You're supposed to be preparing for the dive.
Got you covered, Leonard. Wetsuit's half on. I'm ready to zip up and roll overboard.
Report to the dive officer.
Okay, coming home.
To dive 0, hold at 10. Excuse me. Sorry I'm late.
We've clocked the current running at 16 knots, and that's a blizzard, so snap onto the safety cable or you'll blow away. We've got a grapple hooked into the...
I need somebody with a PhD in physics. My zipper's stuck.
I'm sure those of you from Intersect met the president of Royce Industries, Mr. Charles Edward Royce.
Thanks. I'll return the favor sometime.
You
Favorite
wish.
on the present situation much better than I can.
Mr. Royce, thank you. The readings ranged on a metal surface, which the Intersect Support Group has analyzed as stabilizers.
Now, unfortunately, the whole mass shifted about 10 minutes ago and messed up the configuration. This is Mr. Driscoll, Director of International Security Techniques. He'll give you the intelligence background.
The Navy tracking vessel identified this hardware as a Russian weather satellite. However, fleet intelligence says it's a lot hotter than that. They seem to think it's some kind of a new secret weapon, an atomic-powered laser.
Mr. Royce.
Thank you, Leonard. Now, the soundings tell us that the tapered end is downside, away from the safety cables.
That puts the hoist rings underneath.
Yes, but if you can't locate the rings, then sling the cable around the stabilizers.
The Royce Industries team will go down first, locate the rings, and hook on. Rogers?
Well, we're set.
The last man down will be from the Intersect Support Group, Sam Casey. He'll check to make sure that everything's hooked up properly. Now, he'll be carrying a communications pack, so don't get foul in his gear. Any questions? Dive officer.
10 minutes to dive 0. Let's go.
Wish I could go with you guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
Could you get my fins, please?
Get in close to the power pack.
It sounds like it's downside. Did you set the timer?
4 minutes. Plenty of time to get away.
What about the last man?
Can't be helped.
Dive 0. Salvage team over the side.
Take the sling. Don't forget the sling.
Easy on.
Well, they're on their way.
Will you let me know what happens, will you?
Yes, certainly. How are you feeling, sir?
A little short of breath. I'll be up in my cabin.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Get some rest.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he'll be fine. It's tension. Bothers him. It brings on the angina. Part of his inheritance, I guess. Royce Industries and a weak heart.
But he rules Royce Industries with an iron hand. Or are you the iron hand?
Oh, no. I have the title of executive director, but he's the man with the iron fist. Shall we?
0 minus 10.
That's my number. I gotta go, Abby. Pardon my tank.
Let's see your chronometer, Sam.
Wound it, Abby. I wound it.
7 minutes and not a tick longer.
Abby, I didn't know you cared.
Of course I care. You owe me $20 from Sunday's ballgame.
Last man over the side.
Radio check. Sam, can you read me?
It's cold out here. Can you see the salvage team? Well, I can feel them on the guideline.
You're doing fine.
Yeah, I see their headlights are coming up now.
Did they secure the cable?
They couldn't locate the hoist rings, so they hitched up a sling, it looks like.
When you get down there, we'll test it for load bearing.
So long, guys. You're looking good. All systems A-OK. Salvage team surfacing. Decompression taking over.
All tanks, 450 PSI. Push it in.
Ground floor. Can you see the satellite? Yeah, I can see it now. Looks like a well-designed junk heap.
Test the sling.
Test the swing.
All right, take it up slow and hold it at 6 feet. Take it up slow. Hold it 6 feet. Hang on, something's moving.
Sam, can you hear me? Sam, come in.
Radiation.
We have a nuclear reaction, some kind of compressed flare out.
Sam's down there.
The divers are still in decompression. They can go after him.
The water is contaminated. Well, we can't leave him down there. Well, we can't risk the divers either. We're reading heavy radioactivity. Casey is probably dead anyway. Dr. Lawrence,
I'm on.
what are Sam's chances?
Radiation plus compression effects. 0.
Do we have protective clothing?
2 radiation suits.
We gotta bring him up. See if he's still hooked to the safety cable.
Winch operator, take up the safety line. How fast?
All he's got. Ben said the least of our worries. Just get him in here.
Roll it at 30. Any faster, you rip off his tanks.
Driscoll, are you sure you can handle the radiation?
If we keep the decompression chamber isolated, we can bring him aboard. Dr. Lawrence.
Get a radiation suit ready for me. I'm going with you.
Hurry. We'll need pulmonary gear, cardiac support, pressurized to dive maximum, and follow the tables.
Don't expect him to be alive, do you? Open the chamber door.
We all set, Doctor?
All the gear's in the chamber. gloves are too thick. Wait. I got a pulse. He's alive, Leonard. Help me turn him over. Let's get his faceplate off. I don't see anything.
It's empty.
No. No, I feel his skin. His forehead. I feel his face.
Something's there.
It's him.
He's here. He's alive. And invisible.
He's going to die if we don't get him on life support.
Is he wounded?
I can't tell. His pulse is erratic. Wait, look. The invisibility. It seems to spread outward from his body.
His wetsuit's transparent.
The field of invisibility is spreading. It's like a sheath. Look. My glove goes invisible next to his skin.
Is it painful?
No. There's no sensation. It just disappears. Leonard, quick, get the respirator.
What's wrong?
His pulse, I can barely feel it. I think it's working. His pulse is getting stronger.
We're going to save him, Abby. A living man. Invisible.
But how can we keep it a secret? We've got to get him ashore.
We'll use bandages from the first aid packet.
Carefully. Carefully, gentlemen, carefully. We've got to transfer oxygen masks. Okay? Got it. Okay, put her down.
Close to the bed, gentlemen, please. Lips out. All right, clear. Transfer to the bed, please.
Get the equipment, men, please. He's getting weaker. The invisibility must be draining him. Leonard, the breastplate. plate.
Aaron.
I'll hook up the oxygen. You get the cables. It should take hold in a couple of seconds. Sam, can you hear me? It's okay, you're safe. They pulled you out of it.
Leonard? I'm right here, Sam. We brought you back to Intersect. They're in the radiation section. How do you feel?
Kind of weird.
You've been mumbling about some kind of light. Did you see something?
I can't remember. What's in my chest?
We have you hooked up to the life support system.
Am I paralyzed?
No, Sam, but you suffered an unbelievable jolt. Like being hit with compressed lightning, and it's affected your cellular structure.
Oh, come on, Abby, don't give me a PhD thesis. What's the matter with me? Why am I blindfolded?
Lie down, Sam.
Why all the bandages? I don't feel any pain. What is it? Radiation burns. Is that it, Abby?
We'll talk later, Sam.
I hold a mystery. I need plastic surgery, fine.
Sam, you don't need plastic surgery. Now take it easy and get some sleep. Now that's an order.
You've got to rest, Sam, please.
Okay.
What the hell happened to me? Okay, I think I understand. I'm not dead. I'm not crazy. I got no head, no arms, no body, but I'm here. That's great.
You're steady enough now. If it weren't for this life support gear, we'd have lost you.
Lost me? What do you call this, Leonard?
According to the research data, the radiation distorted your DNA molecular field structure.
Oh, fine. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Well, we're working on it. Every department around the clock. Abby's running the program.
Sam, the entire Atomic Research Division is jamming their computers. They've come up with a set of equations that correlate with the hologram research.
Abby, forget the scientific jargon. There's just one thing I want to know. Is it permanent? You don't know, do you?
Not yet.
It's not very comforting, guys.
Sam, you've come this far. With any luck, we'll find the answer.
First, you gotta find the problem.
He can't be alive. No one could live through that.
I just spoke to Driscoll. They're treating him at their atomic research facility. He's on the life support systems.
Can we get to see him?
No visitors. They got him locked up in the isolation wing.
Mr. Royce, has there been a report as to what actually triggered the flare-out?
No, nothing yet. But Driscoll promised to keep us posted, so keep working on it.
We've got troubles.
No, we don't. I'm telling you, there's no way he can survive that.
Could he have seen that mine?
How can he have seen the mine? I hid it way down underneath the power pack.
What if he did see it? Would he know what it was?
Sam's an SIA dropout. He's trained in ordnance, yes.
We have got to get in to see him.
How do you propose to do that?
I'll have to work it through Royce.
Look, Abby, you've tried everything. Vector analysis, spin resonance, equations Einstein never heard of.
You've heard of the Lorentz factor in subatomic parity?
Nope.
It happened to be my thesis at Carnegie.
Fantastic. The answer is still no.
I am never wrong. The research agrees with me. There is a stability factor that will bring you back to visibility.
Are you saying I'm unstable?
Your DNA helix is out of whack.
Don't you ever mess with my DNA helix.
You don't even know what it is.
Yeah, well, just keep your hands to yourself.
I need the results on run number 163, the DNA helix factors.
It's still in the computer.
That's easy for you to say.
Tell research to feed in the hologram data.
We'll send you the printouts.
I hope you realize your little problem has put the entire intersect staff on triple overtime.
Yeah, well, after all that hard work, all you learned was how to lace me up in this straitjacket.
How else am I supposed to keep you in line? Sam? Sam, are you okay?
Not really.
Hold on, don't move. I'll be right back. Thank you, Jenny. Okay, get his arm. Got it. Here we go, Sam. Stabilizer on. Crossing over. Shutting down. And out. Disconnect.
Well, I can't tell anything. Is he breathing?
Fly by the instruments. Keep an eye on the pulmonary. Stabilizer up to speed.
His heart's stopping. I'm losing his pulse.
Give him time to take hold.
It's down to a straight line.
Don't touch him! His body is part of the circuit. He's carrying close to 1,000 volts. Look. He's fluorescing. He's building up a counterfield against the invisibility. The field is thinning. It's melting like ice. Any change in the cardiac?
Straight line.
If he's gonna make it, he's gotta start now. Come on, Sam, pull through.
His blood chemistry's hitting the red line. He's just seconds away from brain damage.
Give me the cardiac booster. Only one.
Abby, the current, you'll be electrocuted.
Not if I'm grounded to the circuit. Ready.
1, 2, 3, contact. Heartbeat. We've got it. It's moving.
My hand. Get an insulated wire.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Look. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
I've never been so glad to see anybody in my whole life.
Still there?
As long as you don't pull the plug, you'll stay steady as a rock.
You know, feet are really great things. People just don't appreciate their toes. This little piggy went to market.
Well, now, don't
This
get too
little
carried
piggy
away.
stayed
You're
home.
not out of the woods yet.
Hey, I'm alive, and I'm visible in living color.
No, Sam, you've got to get it through your head. That machine is stabilizing you. It counters the invisibility field. Without that DNA stabilizer, you fade out permanently.
Wait a minute, are you telling me I just gave up that nice life support system to spend the rest of my life handcuffed to this electronic nurse here?
We're working on a miniaturized version, something you can carry around.
What, like a 50-pound pacemaker?
Nope, not like a 50-pound pacemaker. Like a digital watch. Give me the design section. We had to be certain that the circuits would bring you through the transition, so we started you out on the mothership.
Design control.
This is Dr. Lawrence in radiation. We're ready to test the micro unit.
Code, ma'am.
-1.
Okay, it's on its way.
You know, now that I'm visible, maybe we ought to call that +1.
Your job is to get to Casey and to question him. We know he's in the isolation wing. If Driscoll tries to stall me, find your way to him. Get some answers.
Mr. Driscoll.
Thank you, Bob. Driscoll here.
Mr. Charles Edward Royce of Royce Industries is here to see you.
Tell him I'll be right there. Abby? You deal with him. I'll deal with Royce.
Believe it or not, this is an exact replica of the large version. Miniaturized down to the size of a digital watch.
Fantastic. Can I put it on?
Sure, but you see these gold circuit contacts? They must stay in contact with your skin or you go invisible.
What if it runs down?
It can't. It's powered by plutonium and cobalt chips.
An atomic battery.
That's right. But you can turn it off. This button, it changes the frequency. You press that and you go invisible.
Can I flicker on and off?
Like a road blinker.
All right. For the man who has everything. Come on, get this shackle off of me.
All right, Sam. But remember, it's got to stay in contact with your skin. Because if anything goes wrong, you've got to connect back with the mothership or you fade out for good.
Abby, will you quit talking and get this thing off of me?
Okay, okay.
I got it straight from the SIA. They intercepted a message from Russian intelligence to someone in the salvage group.
In our salvage group?
They broke the code this morning. 3 words. Prevent satellite recovery.
So they're saying the explosion was sabotage.
The State Department wanted to press for an all-out investigation, but I persuaded them that we could handle it internally.
Good. Do they have any suspects?
Casey.
Casey? Casey was injured.
He was clumsy. He got caught before he could get away.
They're crazy. Casey was a trained agent.
That's exactly what I mean, Driscoll. Why did the SIA give him a pink slip?
An honorable pink slip. And not because he wasn't good. He was. They just couldn't cope with him.
Well, we've got to question him.
No. He's not up to it yet. Look, we've got a problem, both of us. Now, someone obviously has sabotaged that operation. And it could have been one of your men just as easily as mine. So let's each of us investigate his own crew, every one of them. Then compare notes. And let's keep it just between us.
Sounds good. Let's do it. By the way, Driscoll, I owe you an apology. I felt we had to question Casey, so I sent in a couple of my men behind your back. I'm sorry. I'll call them off.
What's that, his and hers?
Right. They're exactly synchronized.
Oh, don't tell me you're gonna disappear.
No, this is a monitor unit. It picks up what yours is doing, so I know if you have a malfunction.
Oh, if I drop dead, your watch stops.
No, it goes bleep.
It goes bleep.
Yeah. Switch on.
Press this one once, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's on.
All right, the monitor says everything's okay. I'm cutting you loose. Feel anything?
Yeah, like an elevator drop.
No blackout.
Yeah? A cold chill, though, like a wind rushing around me.
That could be a phase variation, a slight fluctuation in the frequency. How is it now?
Fine. In fact, I feel great.
Well, you should. With $1 million wristwatch shooting you full of atomic energy. Say goodbye to this. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm gonna flicker. You said I could flash on and off, right?
Sam! How does it feel?
Like a bad case of the hiccups.
When you come back to visibility, was there any electric shock?
No. I noticed that I have to work harder when I'm invisible. There's a definite sinking sensation.
That was your energy running down. So you've got a time limit.
Driscoll, Abby, don't say anything. I want to blow his mind.
Sam! Dr. Schuyler, Mr. Rogers.
Dr. Lawrence, we're looking for Sam Casey.
I'm sorry, he's not here.
You have any idea where we might find him?
He's gone. To the X-ray facility. He may have some fractured ribs from the concussion. What did you want him for?
We have a couple of questions we want to ask him.
Can I help you?
Oh, well, we just thought he may know more about the explosion than he's told us, that's all.
But he said he can't remember.
Perhaps he can.
How? By hypnosis?
Pharmaceuticals. We may have to take him with us.
All right, Dr. Schuyler, we'll take it from here.
Mr. Driscoll, what's going on
Where's
here?
Sam?
They took him to X-ray for observation. He'll be back soon.
Well, Driscoll, we'll leave it in your hands.
I'll send you my report.
Thank you. That's it, gentlemen.
Dr. Lawrence, thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where is he?
He's right here. He's wearing the new stabilizer. Sam, turn it on.
I can't.
Sam. I've got to find his wrist. Here. I got it.
What happened? Is there something wrong with the stabilizer?
No, it works perfectly, but he's still too weak from the accident. He's got to work up to the time limit.
What is the limit? How long can he stay invisible?
A maximum of 15 minutes.
15 minutes, Abby. Why didn't you tell me that?
You didn't give me a chance. You can stay invisible for 5 seconds, a minute, 10 minutes, whatever you want, as long as it adds up to no more than 15 minutes per day.
What happens at 16?
You pass out, you fade away, and you never come back.
That's great.
How do you feel?
I feel good now, Leonard. I can feel it giving me strength. Just I keep flashing on something. When Schuyler and Rogers were in the room while I was invisible, something flashed through my mind.
You heard what Mr. Royce said.
Yeah, the SIA figures sabotage.
Yes, what do you make of that?
I don't know, Leonard. That's what keeps bothering me. I can't put it together. Wait a minute. When I passed out, it was like being under the water again. That red light, the glow that I keep seeing, it was on a small, round canister stuck to the side of the satellite like a warning light, as if a timer had been activated.
A round canister. Do you know what it was?
Yeah, I do, Leonard. It's in the SIA training manual under demolitions. It's a magnetic mine, type R3.
R3? Well, that isn't foreign ordnance. The R3 was made in America.
By Royce Industries.
But Royce is a dyed-in-the-wool patriot. His company handles all kinds of Pentagon contracts.
But everyone on that salvage team was an employee of his.
Can't just burst in there and accuse Royce. Besides, we don't have any proof.
Well, then I'll get us some. You'll never know what snuck up on him. Codename -1?
Sam, don't do that.
I'm just trying to prove a point, Leonard. Now, will you let me loose?
I think it's worth a try.
Okay. Tomorrow we turn you loose.
Out of sight!
And not before tomorrow. Well, it's just got to be the most expensive watch band in history.
Good morning.
Morning.
Well, I'll see you later.
Where are you off to, may I ask?
Got a lot of catching up to do, Leonard.
Now, wait a minute.
No time, Leonard. I'll call you later.
Sam!
Call you later.
Sam, where are you going?
You let me loose, didn't you?
Well, I know you're anxious, but you can't just barge in there and accuse Royce.
Look, Leonard, it's about this little R3 ordnance item that blew up in my face. I didn't appreciate that. Now, that little magnetic cherry bomb was manufactured by the Royce Industries. It blew up a satellite. It messed up my metabolism. I think that warrants a courtesy call on Mr. Royce, because I want to find out who did it and why.
Well, I better come with you. And you'll need Abby to monitor the stabilizer.
Siamese twins, joined at the wrist.
Come on, Leonard, I'll give you a ride.
Thanks. No, I left my helmet up in my office.
Come on in my car.
Well, I'll get my suit dirty. What do you have against civilized transportation?
All right. I'll meet you at Royce Industries in 20 minutes.
Abby, would you explain to him that to get from here to there in 20 minutes would require an average ground speed of 90 miles an hour?
Yes, Leonard, I'm well aware of the speed limit.
We've got too much invested in this guy to risk cracking him up in a drag race.
Well, I can't let him win. That's bad for the male ego.
Well, if you'd stop racing, he would slow down.
An official pace car is about to disqualify him.
What kept you? We know how you eluded the law.
You used up 1 minute and 26 seconds of today's quota.
Well, that still gives me 13 minutes and 34 seconds in the bank.
Leonard Driscoll, Intersect.
Intersect?
International Security Technics. This is Dr. Lawrence, Mr. Casey. We're here to see Mr. Royce.
I'm sorry, Mr. Driscoll. I don't have you down on the appointment sheet.
Well, we were just in the neighborhood.
Yes. Yes, I'll see them. And ask Dr. Schuyler and Mr. Rogers to join us in my office. Thank you.
Casey's recovered. He's here with Driscoll.
Well, they can't know too much. They wouldn't just walk into us.
Let's go slow.
We agreed to conduct an internal investigation to keep the government out of it as much as possible. We've been working on the problem, but you're not going to like what we found out.
You can't remember a thing.
Well, not exactly. As a matter of fact, I do recall one thing. Here, I drew you a picture of it. Did you lose one of those?
A magnetic mine?
U.S. government. R3.
Are you saying you saw an R3 made by my company?
That's what it says in the Naval Ordnance contract. Your subsidiary in Long Beach manufactures bomb casings, fuse assemblies, and R3 components. Well, now, I told you what I saw. Suppose you tell me. How did a Royce Industries firecracker get stuck under a Russian satellite?
I can tell you the SIA's theory. An agent trained in demolitions put it there.
You were the last man down there.
Oh, sure. He swam down 60 fathoms, snuggled in close, and blew himself up.
He got caught in the reaction.
Just a minute. The SIA report says an order was transmitted to someone aboard the Royce Explorer.
Prevent satellite recovery.
Are you trying to tell me that Sam Casey wandered into the communications room under the noses of the radio operators and picked up a code message? It had to be a member of the crew. Someone with enough authority to use the radio gear without arousing suspicion.
Every member of my crew had a security clearance.
And every member of the Intersect Support Group had an A6 clearance.
Who are you accusing, Driscoll?
I'm not accusing anyone. But every member of that dive team is under suspicion. And by implication, everyone in this room.
Wait a minute. Don't you try to hang this thing on us.
Take it easy.
Let's calm down. Sir, are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. I've had enough of this, Driscoll. Cover your man if you must, but don't accuse my people. I'm not feeling very well, so I'll have to ask you to leave. Captain Wayland, send in some security guards to escort Mr. Driscoll and associates out of my office. I want them off the premises.
I'm sure we can find a way.
Hey, you guys. Why don't you go ahead? I'll catch you later.
Sam, stop it. You can't do that.
Don't worry, Leonard. I'm just gonna poke around a little while, that's all.
I mean it.
Look, Leonard, I came here for a reason. I know what I saw down there. I'm gonna go through this place till I come up with some answers.
You don't have time, Sam. You have less than 15 minutes.
She's right. It's too dangerous.
Dude, stop worrying. I told you I'm just gonna use my time to get past the guards, that's all. Because I want to find out who planted that mine. I don't care if it turns out to be Royce himself.
Okay, but you be careful.
Look, I'll meet you at the hamburger stand by the freeway, right?
Keep an eye on Elapsed time. You're on the clock.
All right, Mother Hen.
Watch out. Here come the security guards.
Leonard, I can see them. They can't see me.
Now, we don't need an escort. We can find our own way out.
Where's the third one? The surfer in the blue jeans.
Oh, he left ahead of us.
I didn't check anybody out. Did you? No.
Some security system.
Stick with him all the way out of the parking lot.
Everything's under control, sir.
Sir, don't you think you ought to lie down and rest?
No, I'll be all right. You know, Driscoll was right. We're going to have to investigate every member of the salvage team, the ship's crew, every man who had access to that radio room.
I'll handle it for you, sir.
No, sorry, Harold. I'm going to have to supervise this one personally.
It's just a routine check. I'll have it for you in 24 hours.
I told Driscoll that I'd do it myself, and I'm going to do it.
Mr. Royce, don't you think you ought to protect the corporation?
What do you think I'm doing?
I mean, sir, that I think Driscoll is going to try to put the monkey on your back. He's out to divert suspicion away from Casey, and he's going to use this against you. The R3 is manufactured by Royce Industries.
All he's got is Casey's word.
Mr. Royce, I think you should get the facts to Washington before Driscoll does a job on you. At least let them know that you are conducting a thorough investigation.
That might not be a bad idea. I'll put in a call right away.
Mr. Royce, I think that this is too important to call in. I think you should go to Washington yourself. Place a full explanation before the Joint Chiefs. Take full responsibility. They'll trust you and they'll keep the door open.
And alert them to potential security leaks within my company.
And guarantee containment, personally. The name Royce means something in Washington. They'll listen to you.
You think Driscoll's out to cut me up?
Well, you kicked him out, sir, with a security escort.
You've got to protect your corporation, sir.
Call Admiral Hartley. Ask him to set up an emergency conference at the Pentagon, including the SIA.
I will order the plane right away, sir.
Been invisible almost 5 minutes. He'd better start saving it.
Don't you think he's strong enough?
Oh, yes, he can take the full 15. But it's easier on his system if he breaks it up as much as possible.
Well, let's hope he's not in any trouble.
Oh, he's back to visibility.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you come in.
You mean you didn't see me following you in there?
In there?
Well, not all the way in.
Can I help you?
Yeah, do you have an office directory?
Who did you want to see?
I don't know. Who you recommend?
Do you have an appointment?
Wait a minute. First things first.
All right. First things first, I'd like to see your ID.
You can call me Sam.
I'm sorry, Sam. You just don't look like an A6.
That's the best thing I've heard all day. Wait a minute, I got it. Main building, reception. Gloria Dixon. Hello, Gloria.
Who else would you like to see?
How about Dr. Schuyler?
First corridor, second door on the left.
That-a-way.
Is there something else you want? You know where to find me, Sam.
Main building, reception, Gloria Dixon.
me flight operations, Captain Taggart.
I've heard that before, yeah. Thank you, Kurt. Never again.
Captain Taggart here. Yeah, this is Dr. Schuyler. How soon can you have the executive jet out on the runway?
What's the flight plan?
I'll brief you in the operations office. You're going to need the special crew.
We'll be ready for takeoff in 45 minutes.
Do it.
Let's go.
Let's cover the entire building. The gate guard found his motorcycle still in the parking lot. There he is. You two, go on around. Block him off. Come on.
He's flicking on and off.
Well, I've got better things to do than sit here and listen to him beep.
All right, Casey, we know you're in there. All right, let's check the other office.
Captain Whalen, this is McNeil. Our man just came out of the north exit.
Grab him.
Hey, you! Stop! Stay where you are!
Where is he?
He was here a second ago.
Here where?
Here, then here, then here.
Get a car. He's heading for the airstrip driving a company truck. Block him at the freight hangar.
Hey, excuse me, pal. Which way's flight operations?
Just on the other side of the hangar.
Come out, Casey, we've got you. He's in the back, hiding in the cargo. Search it.
time. He's only got 9 minutes, 34 seconds left.
We could be here until midnight.
Well, he must be onto something, or he would have come out by now.
Howdy.
Howdy. Maintenance needs it out there in the line. Man, it sure would be great to have one of these babies, huh? Zip down to Acapulco anytime you want, lick the salt off a couple of margaritas.
Who are you?
Food service.
What for?
Dr. Scholar ordered a special menu.
Come on, they won't have time to put on their napkins.
They got 5 hours.
No way.
Well, how long does it take to get to D.C.?
Man, you got the wrong airline.
This is Mr. Royce's plane, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the Corporate Executive Mobile Home.
Yeah, well then it's going to National Airport, Washington, D.C., right?
With less than 10 tons of fuel? Nah, that takes it to Denver.
Well, this has got to be a mistake.
Hey, no mistake. Here's the requisition. There's the pilot's signature, Captain Taggart. It's just a routine flight. They're checking out the oxygen system. The flight engineer was just in the cabin reading the pressure.
Well, how long you figure they're going to be airborne?
Oh, an hour and 20 minutes, give or take headwinds.
Thanks.
Okay. Hey, I'll help you eat some of that special menu.
That's my car phone.
Driscoll? Sam? I can't hear you.
He's invisible.
That shouldn't affect his voice.
Leonard, listen, I gotta whisper. I'm into something.
Well, you better get out of it.
I can't. Royce is in danger.
Royce?
Skyler convinced him that he's gotta make an emergency flight to Washington, but it looks to me like they're setting him up.
In what way?
They're going to Denver.
Denver?
His heart condition. They gotta climb out over the mountains at a high altitude. Now, all it takes is a slight change in the oxygen system, just enough to bring on a cardiac failure. Wait a minute, I gotta go. Get here as soon as you can, all right?
Hello, who's on this line?
Well, that makes sense. Skyler is executive director. In a perfect position to make deals with enemy governments behind Royce's back.
And if Royce dies of a heart attack, then Skyler gains control of Royce Industries.
Hang on.
I thought you didn't like my car.
Mobile operator, this is security service Royce Industries. We need the call record on truck mobile MG26. 26, within the last half hour.
He's visible again. Total
afraid he was playing around like a kid with a new toy. Looks like he's onto something.
It's okay, he wants to see me. Sorry to barge in on you, Mr. Royce, but it was an emergency.
You can't come in here. Tell Driscoll I won't stand for it.
Forget Driscoll. I'm on my own time.
I do not intend to be pushed around by you or anyone. Now, I've got to go. My plane is waiting.
Look, the plane can wait. You got a problem, believe me.
Get out of my way. Tell security to come and get this man out of my office right now.
Okay, look, no problem. They're on their way. I'll go peacefully. But before they get here, please, just hear me out.
I don't seem to be able to stop you.
If you get on that plane, you're not going to get off.
And why not?
Because you're going to have a heart attack.
What are you talking about? I travel by air all the time.
Royce, I saw the checklist. The pre-flight? That plane isn't in service for a flight to Washington.
They're servicing it now.
No. There's not enough gas. And they've been tampering with the oxygen.
Captain Taggart just called to tell me that they're ready and waiting.
Royce, they're planning to kill you.
I'm afraid your accident has affected your mind. Nobody's planning on killing me.
Sorry, Mr. Royce, they slipped away from us.
I know this sounds crazy.
Get him out of here.
I'm warning you, listen to me. Royce, don't get on that plane!
Handcuff him.
No handcuffs. Look, I said no handcuffs. After all.
You remembered.
Gloria, close your eyes.
What?
Close your eyes.
Where is he?
Who? You mean Sam?
Yes, I mean Sam Casey. Where is he?
Well, he was right here. Maybe he went in there.
All set?
All set.
Sam, you have 7 minutes.
I can't hear you.
7 minutes.
Executive 707 cleared for takeoff.
Los Angeles Center, Royce Industries, flight 229er, leaving 11,000 for flight level 380.
229 Los Angeles Center. Advise flight level 250. 0310.
Okay, keep it standard. Settle down. Like a nice long flight.
I fixed the fuel record, and if anyone checks, we took off with a full load.
What time did you set the conference?
There's an informal briefing at 7. Oh, thank you. Off the record, just to fill in the SIA, the formal presentation is for 9 before the Joint Chiefs Emergency Session.
I better prepare my statement.
Would you like me to work up a draft?
No, come up with some positive notes. I'll call you if I need any research material.
Very good.
Okay, now listen up. There's not going to be any change in the cabin pressure. We're going to handle this by thinning out the oxygen. So Dietz will pop open your overhead compartments, and you'll be able to use your face masks.
Captain Taggart's going to make a routine announcement over the PA system. When you hear altitude 38,000, that's the time to use the oxygen.
Right.
Let me have it to the scotch.
25.
Okay, take her up nice and steady. We want the flight recorder to be perfect.
I think you're gonna need a couple of your pills, Royce. Please don't yell, because I don't have to stuff a pillow down your throat. And don't press any buttons.
How did you get on board?
I'll explain all that to you. Let's let those pills take effect. As a matter of fact, you better get ready to take a handful.
What do you want?
I told you I want to save your life. I just hope the strain doesn't kill you before I get a chance to. Royce, I don't want to use force on you, so please, just cool it. No calls, no yells. Just hear me out first, all right?
All right.
What are you going to do?
Well, first of all, I'm going to try to convince you that I'm your friend. I know you think that Driscoll is out to destroy your credibility with Washington, but you're dead wrong. Remember when we left your meeting this morning?
Yes?
I went back into your office. I was there when Skyler pushed you out on this trip.
You were where?
Sitting on the sofa eating caramels.
Caramels?
Yeah, you admitted Driscoll was right. And then Vance said that I couldn't possibly have touched that radio equipment. And Skyler told you that you got to protect the corporation, go to Washington yourself, don't send an errand boy, remember?
How did you get into my office in the first place?
Please, don't ask.
But I've got to know.
Okay. All right. First of all, this is bigger than an A6 clearance would allow, but you leave me no choice in that. This may shake you up, Royce. Are you ready?
Ready for what?
No, you're not crazy. It's really happening. I'm invisible.
I don't understand.
Well, you're not alone there. It's an unknown reaction caused by the accident, that's all we know. But we've learned how to control it and put it to pretty good use. At least I hope you trust me now. Because why else would I risk my life to get on this plane with you, huh?
I'm beginning to trust you a little, but just one thing. Don't do it again.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Here's their plan. As soon as we reach cruising altitude, they're going to turn off the oxygen. And you're going to pass out. And your heart can't take that.
But why? The men on this plane are loyal to me.
No, they're loyal to your money, Mr. Royce. It would appear that Dr. Skyler has been dealing with the other side. And with you out of the way, he takes over control of the store.
But it was his idea to get this report before the Joint Chiefs, to force an investigation.
No, the idea was to get you up here in the plane. End of report, end of investigation. Beginning of Skyler's new international corporation. One that peddles arms and classified material to the highest bidder.
Come in.
Can I get you a drink? Oh, I see you've already got one.
Oh, yeah, thanks anyway.
Sorry to bother you, Mr. Royce.
Thanks for not blowing the whistle on me. I guess you're with me, huh?
With you? I'm not even sure you're here. I'm not even sure I'm here.
Tell you what, I'll be back in a minute.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Just sit tight.
invisible again.
Make it official. It's a takeover attempt at Royce Industries. How much time does he have left?
About 4 minutes.
Uh-oh. Dispatch an ambulance, paramedics, cardiac unit, and police backup. Yep.
.36, coming up on him.
How many hands is that you want?
About 3.
It's gotta be
Gene, your deal.
And don't drag one of me.
Here we go. Don't use these things until you really need them, all right?
It's Captain Taggart. Thought it might take just a moment to give you some flight information. We're cruising at 38,000 feet. The temperature outside is 47 degrees below zero. Our ETA Washington National Airport is 8:40. And the weather looks good all the way.
It's off in the passenger cabin. Switch to an emergency.
Yeah, it's starting to thin out. Better start using it.
No change. He's maintaining visibility.
You sure it's receiving correctly at this distance?
Leonard, that unit could transmit from the moon. It's atomic powered, remember?
How long do you want to give him? Long enough to make it look like heart failure. I'm gonna take a look. Hold it, will you? There's somebody in there. What? With Royce, they've got oxygen in there. Let's go. Come on. Are you okay?
More or less.
I'm taking us down to a lower altitude. I cut off the cabin oxygen so everybody would pass out. I've got my hands full right now. Can you tie them up?
With what?
Use their belts or ties, anything.
All right, all right.
Uh-oh, something's wrong.
Malfunction.
What happened?
He was visible with about 2 minutes left, and now the count is fluctuating up and down.
Can you tell what it is?
I don't know.
Anybody hear me? This is Royce Industries, Executive 707. I have an extreme emergency. Listening in on 121.5.
Royce 707, this is Los Angeles Center. What is the nature of your emergency?
My flight crew has been disabled due to a pressure blowout. I can fly, but I'm not checked out on 4 engines. Must return to Royce Airport.
Royce 707, understand your emergency. Radar contact, 80 miles east of Los Angeles. Can you turn that thing around?
Don't know until I try.
Can you find either the gyro or the magnetic compass on your instrument panel?
All right, now I got a fix on the gyro. Just get me home.
All right. Turn left to heading 270 for vectors to Royce Airport. Can you circle until we get a qualified pilot to talk you in?
I don't know if I have time for that, Los Angeles. Can you get a hold of a Dr. Lawrence on Los Angeles Mobile 397?
Are you injured?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. I have a malfunction.
Say again?
Tell Dr. Lawrence I busted my watch.
I can't get the door right now. I got my hands full.
They're tied up.
All right, fine. We're coming down to a safer altitude, so you can take that oxygen mask off. Fasten up your seatbelt and relax.
Okay.
Royce 707, this is Los Angeles Center. You're doing fine. You're just a little off course. So turn left to heading 255 for straight-in approach to Royce Airport. What is your present altitude?
Altitude, okay, hang on just a second. Okay, I found it. I'm at 8,000 feet and coming down.
Good. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
Anything you say, Los Angeles. Los Angeles, did you reach Mobile 397?
Dr. Lawrence is on the line.
Can you patch her in?
Right away.
I'm reading you, Sam.
Looks like I blew a fuse, Abby.
It's the contact circuit. Is it dented or bent?
Can't see it.
Did you hit it against anything?
I hit a lot of things, Abby. How long have I got left?
I can't tell. At the last reliable count, it was less than 2 minutes. So you're pushing past critical.
I can't land this thing in 2 minutes.
If you don't, then who will?
It's a good question.
Royce 707, you're 12 miles from your airport. Tower advises they have assistance for you. Remain on this frequency. Go ahead, Royce Tower.
Royce 707, this is Royce Tower. We have a 707 pilot on the runway with a mobile radio. Go ahead, Captain.
This is Captain Ballard. How you doing?
Well, we're still up here, Captain.
How much flight time do you have?
About 1,500 hours, but not in one of these things.
Are you familiar with jet engines?
Not this many.
Understand. Are you in the left or right seat?
Left seat.
Okay, just to your right, between the seats, is a console of levers. Those are the jet thruster controls. Have you got them?
Got them.
Good. Pull them back to about halfway and leave them there for now. Keep the engines in phase. There's no crosswind. You won't have to crab. What's your name?
Casey. Sam Casey.
Okay, Sam. We'll bring you in. Just relax.
Sure, just relax, yeah.
present heading and altitude, Sam?
Captain Whalen.
Whalen here.
This is Madsen. The ambulance, police, and backup units are on their way. Get them out there quick.
Yes, sir. Open the gate.
Also admit Driscoll and Dr. Lawrence.
Driscoll?
That's what I said, Whalen.
Yes, sir. Let them all in.
Just above the thruster controls is a control looks like a wheel. It's white.
White wheel, yeah, I see it.
That's the gear lever. Pull it out toward you and push it down. When the gear is down and locked, 3 green lights just above the control will light up. Now count it down for me.
Okay, pulling out and down. There's 1 green, 2, 3. All lights are green. Now what?
And now the flaps, Sam. Just beneath the gear lever is the flap lever. Looks just like a miniature flap.
It was actually the easy one. I got it.
Okay, now push that lever down gently to the 20 degrees detent. No further than 20 degrees for now, okay?
Okay, gotcha.
Approach, how's he look?
Approach control, still hot and slightly right of course. Suggest a heading of 245 degrees.
Sam, turn, easy now, left to 245 degrees, and watch your airspeed. Pull those thrusters back a little, and hold 160 knots. No slower, understand?
Yeah, understand, on 160 knots.
Okay, let her down easy. Let her come down another 100 feet. How's it look, approach?
Right down the groove.
Captain, it feels like she's starting to mush a little.
Flap handle, Sam, full flaps. Let the nose come down while you're too high. Lose another 100 feet. Easy does it.
Man, this is like landing in an apartment building.
Ease back now, Sam. You're almost down. Start to pull back, Sam. Pull back on the wheel. Easy now, easy on the brakes. Easy, Sam, easy on the brakes.
It's too late. His time's run out.
We've got to get to him. Let's go. Sam? Sam? I'm fine, but this door is jammed and he may need help. And hold these men for the SIA. Yes, sir. And there's more back here. Come on. Who am I supposed to help? There's nobody in there.
Mr. Royce needs you.
I've got the stabilizer.
Hurry, his pulse is faint. It stopped.
Get the cardiac unit.
I can't. It's leaving with Royce in the ambulance.
I've got it. It works. Get his wrist. You okay, Sam?
Yeah. You did it, Sam. You saved Royce.
You landed a 707 single-handed.
Fantastic. Come on, let's get out of here.
Man, I'd sure love to have one of these babies, huh? I just think we could zip down to Tahiti and see if the surf's up. How'd you like that, Abigail?